Sponsored by WVU Medicine Camden Clark and McClinton Auto Group. Live from our studios at One Television Plaza, this is WTAP News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. Turning to the weather first, meteorologist Jason Livia joins us now with a look at your first alert forecast. Jason?
Well, Phyllis, we are still seeing snowfall across the Mid-Ohio Valley, but the main snow line is shifting further and further to the south. We'll see snowfall end over the next few hours, but it will still be pretty chilly heading into tonight. Currently hovering around 32, and you can kind of see that the roads on the area, while still clear of snow, they are still decently wet. We'll see some icy conditions potentially as we get further into the night, as we are starting to see conditions start to cool off up towards our northwest. We are expecting to get down to the low 20s to upper teens by the end of the evening, so definitely patches of ice are the main thing we're looking at heading into tomorrow morning, but a little bit of sun throughout the day on Wednesday will help melt that ice and any of that remaining ice in the area. I'll have more about that later on. So for now, Phyllis, back to you.
Thank you, Jason. A school bus in Ohio ended up in a ditch this morning. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says a Warren School District bus went into a ditch around 9 a.m. It was Warren bus number 3, according to the patrol post. It happened on Roddy Road in Vincent, Ohio. We do not know if anybody was hurt. We have reached out to the superintendent for comment, but have not heard back. We will update you as we get more information. A new book is out and helping kids with parents in active addiction heal from trauma. The book is based on real kids' experiences that the author has seen with his own eyes. Our Megan Marshall is live in the studio to tell us more about the heart behind the pages. Megan.
Thank you, Phyllis. Yes, I spoke with authors Tim and Amber Kraft about their new children's book and accompanying activity book, which I have here in my hands. It's called You Are Not Alone. The book helps children heal from trauma, whether it's from addiction, broken homes, or damaged relationships. Tim and Amber say they hope the books will help kids break out of generational cycles of addiction and choose a healthier path.
Everyone feels afraid sometimes, but fear doesn't get to stay forever. God helps us breathe, pray, and trust Him through it.
Tim Kraft wrote the book You Are Not Alone Through a Child's Eyes. He says the book is a resource for families, CPS, schools, and organizations working with kids who have parents in addiction.
Every scenario in that book I've seen in real life working in this field.
That field is substance use treatment. Kraft was an addict for 12 years and is now in recovery and runs a treatment center in Belpre, Ohio, where he's seen addiction's impact on families firsthand. His wife Amber created a companion activity book so kids can take an active role in healing.
After the book was wrote, that's where I really got the vision for the activity book.
Rebecca Neal, a mother of 3, broke down reading the book for the first time. She says reading it revealed to her how her own kids felt while she was in addiction.
Because you never know how many kids feel that way. And the damage that you do.
David Adkins knows addiction firsthand. He battled substance use disorder earlier in his life. Now he works as a visitation specialist and case aide for Child Protective Services in Ohio. He works daily with kids who have parents in active addiction and says the books are a great tool.
These conversations are so hard to have with children, but this is a way to interact with them and make it easy for them to talk about hard things.
Everyone we spoke with says the book fills a gap in resources for kids affected by a parent's addiction.
There's a lot of resources out there for the adults, but not a whole lot for the kids.
I think that one of the most important parts is at the end, it gives the opportunity for them to dream and tell what their future is and their story, so that they can see that they have purpose in life and that they don't have to choose the same path.
The activity book includes questions to help families talk about topics usually swept under the rug.
The only thing that gets rid of darkness is light, right? So when we start to expose these things and start talking about how we feel, there's a huge weight that gets lifted off just in that.
Both books open the door to healing conversations, but Adkins says it starts with opening up.
Don't be afraid. This is so important, and this can help the child. There's no way in the world this can hurt a child. This is going to do nothing but help them.
Megan Marshall reporting, WTAP News. This is Home.
The book is already making an impact. David Adkins ordered 10 bundles to use within Perry County CPS, and the Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department are using the books and saying it's making an impact with kids. Tim Kraft is planning to turn this book into a series. It will follow the growth of the main character and teach kids they can choose a different path. You can learn more about the book and where to buy it at WTAP.com. That's all I have, Phyllis. Back to you.
Megan Marshall reporting live in the studio. Megan, thank you for that report. It's not privatization, it's municipal contracting. That's the city of Parkersburg's response to the Public Service Commission's staff memorandum. The city formally submitted their reply to the PSC on January 30th. The response came after a petition was filed by Carol Hanlon against the city, citing a lack of PSC oversight. The city defended their decision to move forward with waste management and says they are within West Virginia state code. An investigation into the waste management contract is welcomed by the city, but they said, quote, "A broad inquiry is not merited by any objective facts," end quote. The city reported 30 of the 32 newly hired employees quit, retired, or were fired with cause during the 2024-2025 fiscal year. They also referenced other cities who have entered similar contracts like Morgantown and Clarksburg. Hanlon petitioned there were, quote, "grounds for forensic investigation regarding wage suppression, intentional understaffing, and claims of a $3.8 million operation deficiency within the sanitation department." The city denied these claims. The American Red Cross Ohio River Valley chapter participated in a national training exercise on opening 4 emergency shelters simultaneously. The executive director for the chapter, Sharon Kesselring, says they were able to open 2 shelters in Wood County, 1 in Ohio County, West Virginia, and 1 in Belmont County in Ohio. Kesselring says an important detail each of the shelters had to have was 3 volunteer entry agents and a supervising agent to make sure to have the ability to check in on clients. Volunteer Chip Pickering says he's been through the sheltering process when Hurricane Helene struck the East Coast. Pickering and Kesselring add it's important for the Red Cross volunteers to be ready for a disaster at a moment's notice.
For today, my chapter, Ohio River Valley chapter, was tasked with getting these 4 shelters opened, and they're all across my 19 counties. So that's why it was so important for us to be able to practice this and not be in a real state.
West Virginia's flooding and storms, you know, those will hit without a whole lot of warning sometimes. And so to be able to roll into remote areas, we make sure that we have shelters in each county.
Kesselring adds the Ohio River Valley chapter as asking for more volunteers that are willing to work in shelters. Still ahead, 2 local colleges are teaming up to bring more cybersecurity education to the Mid-Ohio Valley. Find out how this new partnership will make it easier for students to earn a bachelor's degree and land high-demand jobs.
Snow will be coming to the end in the Mid-Ohio Valley over the next couple hours, but we have more coming at the end of the week. That's